What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome to another a talk video, I guess. And I guess if you're seeing this, that means I'm not putting up a vlog this Thursday. More than likely because of the weather. I had a vlog planned, but it required us being down the city, nice weather, and us actually, and us by I mean Samantha and I, both agreeing to actually talk about the vlog video that I wanted to talk about. If we didn't meet any of those, then obviously this video is going up. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, which is why I'm preparing, essentially. Also, ignore this. I'm having some breakout issues this week, and it's not good. So recently I've been watching my old vlog videos, and I'm about 15 videos into that series, and I'm not talking about like older vlogs I've done recently. I'm talking about my original vlog series from like 2 years ago that I did. It was pretty much a daily vlog series, but at some point it broke up into like an every other day, and then it was like a weekly. But I've been rewatching that series, and one of the first things that I've noticed about that series is myself, obviously, and how tired I look. In every video that I've seen, I look like I am just on the brink of passing out. Like, I am tired, bags under my eyes, they're huge and they're noticeable, and I'm talking like I'm constantly tired, and like, it's just like, knowing myself, I can see how tired I am in those videos. And it got me thinking, I was thinking about like, what was my schedule back then? And I had to like do some thinking on this, and I realized I was only getting about 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Now I knew this at the time, that was my thing. In my head, I had convinced myself that I could get everything I wanted to get done on 3 hours of sleep. And that's how much I would sleep. Just about 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Occasionally I would jump more in there when I had time for it, but for the most part I did go almost every day on 3 hours of sleep for the better part of 2 years. And you can see it, like you can tell by the way my face looks in those videos that it was taking a toll, or I guess you could say it's taking a toll, or it was like affecting me, it would be the better words for it. So I was like thinking, what was so important? Like, what was I actually doing to require that? And I was actually doing a lot. Like, sitting here right now, I am impressed with how much I got done on the daily when I was getting 2 to 3 hours sleep. Not just because I was doing it on 2 to 3 hours of sleep, but by how much. To put it in perspective, every day, unless it was the winter time, which a good portion of that series is probably during the winter time, but there's a lot during the summer. I worked full time. So I worked 8 hours, 5 days a week, and then I worked 6 hours on the weekend, 3 hours each day, Saturday and Sunday. So I was working over full time at the golf course. I was streaming every day for roughly 5 to 8 hours, and then I think I did take Sundays off to focus on just kind of a relaxing day, but mainly video editing and working on other stuff. And a lot of times I did end up streaming on Sunday anyway. And then I was also making vlogs and editing them and posting them to YouTube. And I was thinking, that's a lot. You know, right now I work full time. I mean, my schedule's a little bit different since I work 10 hours, but I get 6 hours of sleep. I stream for about 3 hours now, and I do video uploads about, once, maybe twice a week. And right, that's a lot for me right now. That's a good, chunk of stuff to get working on. Looking back, I'm pretty envious of how much I got done, but at the same time, I look back and I think, could I do it again? Could I put myself right now into a point where I can get 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night, work my full-time job, and stream and upload YouTube videos? Could I do it right now? And the answer is probably no. I don't think I could do it right now, and it's not just because I've gotten older. Like some people say, as you get older, you need more sleep. That's actually not true. It's been proven as you get older, you actually need less sleep. So I think the thing is, when you're in your teenage years, you need about, I think they advise 8 to 10 hours a night. And then once you're out of your teens into your mid to late 20s, you need about 6 hours of sleep a night. And then older than 40, you can get away with 5 hours of sleep a night and be perfectly fine and functional because your body's not developing. You don't need as much sleep to rest and develop and stuff like that. But anyway, that aside, I just don't think I could do it, working because I work 10 hours a shift now. It's not where I worked 8 hours and then, I my schedule was kind of convenient and stuff. I work 10 hours, I commute around a lot, between me, leaving work and going home, or going over to Samantha's house and doing stuff with Samantha, whether we go out and, go down the city and stuff. I'm just doing a lot more than I was doing back then. Back then, I was relatively always at my house. I didn't really have to commute anywhere or do any of that. And I think traveling has its own effect on people. I don't think people really are meant to travel as far as they do. And I think just the fatigue of like driving from location 1 to location 2 to location 3 takes a big effect on people, more than they think. So I don't think I'd be able to do it. Would I want to do it? Yes, I would love to be able to get like 3 hours of sleep and be able to stream longer, upload more videos, maybe work a few more hours in the day. Maybe that might be pushing it on that one. But it is something that I've considered doing before. I've always thought like how, I was able to do it back then. What if I switched it, so instead of 6 hours, I got 4 hours of sleep? And I kind of like got my body used to that, and I could go 4 hours of sleep. I could stream earlier, stream longer, work and stuff like that. And it's something that I'm still considering doing. Like I still have that on the table. I kind of want to see if maybe I could do like a trial week of it or two and see how it goes and stuff. But it's like crazy to think back and look at those videos and see like, damn, 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night and I still got all of that work done. Because obviously, when you're tired, that's gonna affect you. So one thing I have thought about is how the past me would view the current me. Would I see myself as a productive person? Because one thing I like kind of valued people on back when I was doing the 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night was how much did they get done? How much time did you invest in your day with, making something, with getting work done, with completing projects, or even starting projects, even if you don't complete them? That was like a big thing for me. What were you doing with your time of day? Were you just sitting around doing nothing, or were you getting stuff done to better yourself? And for the most part, during that entire time, it was all about bettering myself, bettering my Twitch channel, making new graphic work, making new animations, improving my stream in general, coming up with new builds and stuff for when I played Minecraft a ton, and then it was also, what can I do next inside my vlog? How can I improve my video editing skills? What new shots can I come up with for my video editing skills? And then for work, it was how far can I go in my current job pay-wise, and like what can I learn from that? I was always improving. And I honestly think past Nate, we'll call it, my past Nate, would be a little disappointed in current Nate, because I've kind of lost that. I've lost my way of like, get as much done, work on projects, learn as much as possible and just keep going forward. I've kind of I guess settled down in the sense. I've gotten to the point where it's like, all right, I'll play some video games, I'll stream. Do I want to start a new like project where I'm working on new graphic work for my stream? Don't really need it. I'll put it, I don't really need to work on that. Do I need to come up with new ideas for stuff? Nah. I've kind of started making new ideas for my YouTube series, but at the same time, I've only done the one series. I haven't really come up with a secondary series. Until now, these talk videos, I guess, count. How has my editing improved? And that has been one thing where I think past Nate would be happy. I think I would be happy with myself for how much my editing has improved, in between, for my transitions, for the new end scene that I have, which I don't even know if you guys like or not. I like it. I think it's kind of cool and stuff like that. So I think I'd be happy in that aspect, but I'd be disappointed in other aspects. The one where I've let my stream get to the point where my stream's at, all that hard work I put into my stream, and I was kind of like, all right, I'm done with it. Which there's obviously reasons for that, but I think past Nate would have been like, yo, dude, what are you doing? Get your shit together, get back on the game and let's go. So, but yeah, I was just, it's crazy looking back at my old vlogs and seeing all the stuff that I did back then, and it's crazy. Like, it's only been 2 years since I stopped that vlog series. I think it's been about 3 years since I started it. And to see how far I've come from that first video where I take the camera and I'm like, hey, what up guys, and it's my little point and shoot, to now I have like a full DSLR rig going on and stuff, and I'm making videos at a brand new job and stuff like that. But anyway guys, that's what I felt like talking about today. 2 hours of sleep, and is it feasible? It definitely, or 2 to 3 hours of sleep, is it feasible? Yes, it is feasible. It depends. You just have to have the mentality for it and the drive. You have to have something that you're working for, and I think that's one thing past Nate had. I had a drive for what I wanted, and I was willing to achieve that goal at just about any cost. At the cost of my sleep, I was like, you know, I don't need to sleep. I'm gonna get that goal. And I think right now I have a current more like, I guess, standardized viewing of things where it's like, all right, that's a nice goal. I'll work on it in my free time. And I personally would love to get back to the mentality of I have that goal and I'm gonna achieve it no matter what. So I don't know. It's something I've been considering going forward. Maybe I'll change some stuff up. Maybe I'll invest in that 4 hours sleep. I was also drinking a lot of Monster back then, so that probably helped with the 2 hours of sleep. 2 to 3 hours. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk video. Let me know how your guys' like sleep schedules compare to my current one with getting like 6 hours of sleep and working 10 hours to even my 2 to 3 hours of sleep. You know, do you guys have that kind of experience? Are you guys going through that situation right now in your lives where you're only getting 3 hours of sleep and you're getting crazy amounts of work done? You know, let me know how it's going for you guys. Or maybe you're getting 10 hours of sleep a day and you still feel exhausted when you wake up. But anyway, guys, as always, keep being awesome, and I'll see you guys inside the next one. All right, bye.